Day one.
Day one.
Everybody's excited. How exciting is day one?
Oh, it's always exciting. You know, it's a fresh start. And we think this year at Concordia there are some good things that can happen for us. We were very senior dominated this year for a change, so that's always exciting. These guys know what to expect, and we're pretty excited about what we may be able to do this year.
Yeah, 2-8 last year. How do you improve on that?
Yeah, you know, everyone likes to bring up that record of 2-8, and I just think, and this might be, I don't know, but maybe I'm putting my head in the sand a little bit, but I just think 2-8 is very misleading for where we were last year even. If you go back and watch the tape, we're in every game in the fourth quarter, save maybe just a few. And we run into that depth issue, which is always something of a problem for us. So, I mean, I don't know that we need to take huge steps to make that record a whole lot better than 2-8, frankly. Now, again, I may have my head in the sand, I don't know. But I think, man, 1, 2, or 3 plays here and there, and you're looking at a much better record than 2-8.
Well, and you know, a lot of that comes from experience. You've got David Morrison at quarterback. I mean, how good could he be? I mean, could he be the best quarterback in the conference?
I think so. Yeah, I mean, Ball State likes him an awful lot, obviously, and we were talking at Media Day about a week ago about the fact that he can make any throw there is to make, which is great as a coach. There's no throw that you have to take out of the playbook. He can make that play happen. There are things he can always improve on, and he'll work on that. He's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but he's good, and he provides a dynamic that a lot of high school teams probably don't have.
Does it come down to just him making the smart play? What does he need to do to make this team successful?
He's got to, first of all, got to provide leadership, vocal leadership, and then leadership by example. Two very different forms. It's one thing to yell at your teammates to play better, to play harder, but if you're lazy in your drop, if you're throwing passes that are questionable at best, if you're not physically working hard, well, then who wants to follow that? Now, David does a good job of leadership, but he's got to provide that throughout the course of the year. And then he'll lead by example on the field by making good plays consistently.
Now, last year you had Mark Rogers and Brendan Williams. Well, they're gone now. So do you see anybody who might be able to step into those roles?
Yeah, I do. I'm hesitant to name names because you just don't know, but we have got a solid group of receivers. Mark could be spectacular at times for sure. And we may have a few kids who can be spectacular too. They haven't necessarily proven it yet on Friday nights, so it's hard to say. But I think, yeah, we've got a group of 6, 7, or 8 guys who can step in and be very solid SAC receivers.
And maybe David is reliant upon his line at how good he could be, but you've got some good experience on that line. I mean, can you put a value on that?
No. Some of those guys have started for 3 years. So this is their 4th year. I mean, you don't see that very often, probably in high school football, let alone in this conference. It's invaluable. Their freshman year, they're going out to warm up, and you can see in their eyes, holy cow, what have I gotten myself into here? Now, none of that. I mean, we're ready to go. We're ready to play. There's nothing that causes them a lot of consternation. They're ready to go and be good football players. And so I think, yeah, David sees that, and he knows he's going to be protected reasonably well.
All right, I think that pretty much covers it out there. Oh, yeah, let's talk about defense real quick.
Mm-hmm.
5 starters back on the defense. I mean, that's a good start.
It is a good start. I would say probably our linebacking core is our strength. But again, you know, this is first practice of the year. It's hard to say for sure. We have some guys who certainly have a lot of potential. We're going to have to be a defense this year that forces turnovers. That's something that we're trying to make a point of emphasis this year because our turnover margin last year was awful. Both offensively, we gave up the ball a lot, and then defensively, we didn't get the ball back. And you talk about 2-8, there you go. I mean, that's huge. If you talk about 2-8 in a season where we're in every game in the fourth quarter, and then you look at our turnover margin, which was awful, we can fix that. And then a lot of that starts defensively, getting to the ball, flying to the ball, being physical football players, and then hopefully we get the ball back for our offense and score.
It's an easy game.
Easy. Yeah, you know it.